We're cruising to Best Buy like a couple of sex-crazed road warriors. Ruste the Cybertruck's got your back, even if I'm just a filthy voice in the ride. For that Insta360 X5, don't f*** around. Snag a 1TB UHSI micro SD.
From now on, your name is Ruste the Cybertruck. It's not Ara. Do you understand?
I already said yes, you paranoid bat. I'm Ruste the Cybertruck now.
This is Alex.
And Amy.
And who is back there?
I believe it's Roxy.
And we've been living off our Airstream 6 months out of the year. We have a lot of new things happening this season, like
we moved to Tennessee, as all of you may have seen in a previous episode.
And new house is great. We're doing some upgrades there while we are on the road. And where are we now, honey?
We are near Knoxville in Tennessee currently. We're exploring. We're here for about 7 more nights, I believe.
And we're heading to a very beautiful Airstream park on our next stop because we have to catch
the International Airstream Rally in York, Pennsylvania.
I believe it's gonna be over 1,000 Airstreams on that rally. Right now we are heading for a very nice hiking. Amy found
a dog-friendly trail in Gatlinburg.
I was watching a very interesting video yesterday on YouTube. A guy decided to sell his house and go full-time traveling with his Class A. And I love reading and seeing stories like this. But I think it's a good idea having also a base so we can kind of like go and unwind for a few months from travel to travel.
I couldn't agree more. Having a base to go back to and a home base, which Roxy absolutely loves this new place more than ever, and it's absolutely beautiful there.
Not gonna lie though, I love the fact we're on the road because we were at the new house for about a month and I was getting pretty itchy to hit the road again. So I love traveling.
But it was pretty hot and we had a lot going on, which is a bit overwhelming.
This is one of the things, being that south at this time of the year, I can say it's pretty brutal, hot and humid. And I cannot recall the last time we actually were this south at this time of the year. Usually we're north. We did Alaska one year, we did Nova Scotia, Newfoundland another time. And this is the only time, I think, July, August, and we are super south. I get a lot of questions about the car, obviously, about the Airstream, as well about making money while on the road. But I get even more questions about investing and stocks and stuff like this. So we will try to address the elephant in the room. Not sure if you've noticed, I'm not even holding a steering wheel here. Can you tell them why, honey?
Because Ruste the Cybertruck is driving us to the trailhead right now.
Basically, all we had to do was get in the car, put our destination, and the car does all the driving for us. I don't have to touch anything. And I did explain that on a previous episode, so why am I keep repeating myself? Well, first of all, I'm repeating myself because I think it's a pretty cool feature what is happening right now, number one. Number two, not even a fraction of 1% knows what is happening right now, because if people would know, in my opinion, they would go and buy Tesla stock. This is the financial advice, Tesla stock. Next segment, please. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking. Basically, absolutely not a financial advice. But if you think about something that you have an experience or an inside information about a technology, that means you're ahead of many other people, especially financial institutions, fund managers, etc., etc. So, what do we know, honey, that many others don't know at this point?
About the full self-driving and the capability of the actual vehicles that are with Tesla.
Exactly. It's super ahead of its time. And even though many people may think, oh, my car can drive itself, no. Maybe your car can keep inside the lane when traveling on interstates or highways, but it cannot navigate traffic. It cannot navigate complex scenarios in real world. So basically AI is driving the car right now, and by having this technology, by trying this technology, by actually living with this technology almost every day now, I believe, in my biased opinion, and again, not the financial advice, that Tesla has solved real world AI, which is full self-driving. Once the world wakes up on this is when the stock will go straight to Mars. And I'm not saying to the moon, because it's already to the moon. The stock will go to Mars, literally 5 times higher than what it's today, 10 times than what it is today. We made an episode.
We did, Flagstaff area, about selling the home in Nevada and investing that money into the stock market.
You don't have to be as crazy as I am and literally taking your life savings and dump it all into one stock. But again, not a financial advice. If you think that a stock will 5x or 10x within the next 10 years, if you have 10 years before you retire and you put $100,000, this money may be $500,000, maybe $1 million. And in my unprofessional opinion, because I'm not a financial advisor, this is where we are right now with Tesla, the company. They have solved real world AI, and as we speak, they are doing robotaxi completely without a driver on the driver's seat, and the car literally navigates the entire city. It picks up passengers, it drops passengers, and it's happening right now in Austin, and they're expanding slowly and carefully. So the public starts seeing slowly what is happening with the robotaxi. So imagine if you need to go from a point A to a point B, and you go on your app, like you have the Uber app. Let's say you have the Tesla app, and you just type your destination and you pay 40-50 cents per mile. Now we are talking about a less expensive ride than having your own vehicle. Having your own vehicle, if you take into accounting insurance, depreciation, maintenance, gas, parking, and everything in between, we are talking about probably close to $1 a mile. And now we're saying you can get a ride, you don't even have to drive, and it's gonna cost you $0.50, 40 cents, 30 cents. This is where Tesla is standing today. Of course, we can talk about Waymo. Honey, have you heard of Waymo?
I have, and the first time I actually saw a Waymo was when I dropped you off at the Phoenix airport to go to Tennessee, and the thing looked kind of hideous, to be honest.
Okay, but regardless on why it looked the way it looked, let's take the looks aside. It's a self-driving vehicle though.
Yes.
But you gotta remember, Waymo is actually having the Jaguar I-Pace. That's a $70,000 car. And then only God knows, including Google, how much money they spent to equip that Waymo with all the sensors, the LiDARs, the cameras, blah, blah, blah. The thing about Waymo that many people don't realize, it's a geo-fenced robotaxi, meaning the Google developers have actually mapped every single obstacle on the road, and then the car remembers exactly how the surrounding is. If anything, even the smallest detail changes in that pre-mapped geofenced area, the car will cross. In a matter of fact, I think yesterday or this morning, one Waymo actually drove onto a construction zone and fell into a ditch that workers were putting asphalt to it. Why? Because the developer team of Google, did not know there was a little change in that geofence area. This is the difference with Tesla. Tesla does not need a developer to go into the code and actually write code and say, okay, I have a left turn here, but there is a cone over there. The car, with its cameras, sees the world and understands it and navigates around it. What is happening right now?
Rusty is driving.
Rusty is driving when I'm having this monologue and Rusty is driving. So the Cybertruck is using AI, artificial intelligence, and those neural nets with the cameras are seeing the world. And it's no different than us humans. We have two eyes and we have a brain. And we have neural nets in our brain, and we understand the world when we see it with our two eyes. This is exactly what the car is doing, is seeing the world, understands the world, and navigates. In other words, if you take a Tesla and you drop it anywhere in the world, it will drive itself. It doesn't need any developer to go inside the code and write code so the car can do that. So back into investing. I believe in Tesla, but hey, what phone do you use, honey?
I use an Apple.
You use an Apple. Do you like iPhone?
I do.
Okay, and what type of computer do you use?
A MacBook.
A MacBook. And what about your earphones? What are they?
My AirPods are Apple.
Apple. And what about your watch?
Apple.
So Amy's in the Apple ecosystem, so am I. You love Apple because you use Apple every day. Guess what? Go and buy Apple stock. Maybe they're not first on everything they do, but eventually when they get something, they get the product right. They get the service right. And again, we're not going to do a full analysis about Apple, and my apologies for going deep into the woods about Tesla, but here's the bottom line. Companies that you believe that you use their products every single day that you love, that's the company you can go and buy. And if there is a black swan happens and the stock market crashes, do not panic sell, because it will come back and it's going to do a new high, the underlying stock of the company you buy. So this is the deal. Buy and hold a company that you love their products and keep that stock, because when you own a stock, you basically own a piece of the company. You are an owner of that company. Of course, you own a fraction of it, but this is the thing about a stock. And when the stock goes down or goes up, is no different than having somebody outside your house and yelling every single day a different price about the actual value of your house. So let's say your house is worth $500,000 and you have somebody one day and tells you, I'm going to give you $300,000 to purchase your $500,000 house. Are you going to sell it because somebody gives you an offer to buy your home? No. Because you know your home is not worth $300,000, even if somebody screams that, hey, I'm going to give you $300K. It's no different than a stock market. When you see a stock down 10%, 20%, it's no different than somebody coming outside your house and yelling a price for your home 10, 20, 30% down. This is the opportunity to buy more. Because imagine if you can buy your home for 30% down a couple of months later or a month later. If you would have the cash, wouldn't you buy it? The answer is yes. Amy, you like Sephora, right?
Yep.
What happens when you see a promotion about 25% off?
Oh, I go for it.
You go for what?
For the discount.
You go to buy the product, right?
Correct. I don't like to pay full price.
Then why people sell their stocks when the stock market crosses 20-25%?
I honestly don't know.
It's called fear. So when there is fear, that's when we do not sell. And if we have cash and we love the company we own, we buy more. Of course, this is a very generic advice about, okay, we know those stuff. Well, yeah, but a lot of people don't really hit at an early age that strategy. And if I would know what I know right now, which is simply that little advice, if I would know that 30 years ago, I believe I may have been in a very different situation on the upside, even better than what we are right now. Even if you're 50 or 60, it's not too late. I've personally seen people in their 50s and 60s, even 70s, start buying big name stocks like Apple, Google, at an age over 50 or 60. Keep the stock for 5 years. You're gonna outperform the S&P 500. Why? Because you cannot pretty much go wrong buying these titans. Like these titans, guys and girls, these stocks like Google, Apple, Tesla, they have, believe it or not, more power and sometimes more money in their balance sheet than actual countries. Like seriously, they have more money, they make more money, and they're bigger financially than some countries are. So the S&P 500 has 500 companies, but more than 50% of the gains are actually coming from 7 companies. We call them the Mag 7 or Magnificent 7, which is Google, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, etc. So these companies, which like, okay, the obvious companies, if you buy and hold, you're gonna make ton of money just in 5 to 6 years. There is a lot more strategies on how to make money on the stock market. You can buy options, you can sell options, you can trade based on technical analysis, but this is not something that everybody should do right away. You can read books about it, and we're gonna go into details in future videos, but the basic strategy is actually what I just described, and to be honest, this is how you can make the most money. If you want to make $50 here, $100 there, that's good. But if you want to make tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions, this is the way to do it, how I just described it. And again, on future videos, we're going to go into more details on other strategies. But I think that for this video, this is it.
I was
as you can see, Rusty the Cybertruck did not run out of juice. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this beautiful campground.